Oh, and welcome everybody to the CivFR Squadrons. We're gonna have the third game in a row with Freritos de la Vega. It does look like they are putting up quite a few different players tonight. We're gonna have Titiits, we're gonna have Ulas, we're gonna have Bartsake, and UnderTheGun on the other side. It looks like we do have Kid, we do have ETPI, and FizzLePoisson showing up tonight for Chacun Pour Soi. Chacun Pour Soi's track record has been, well, they did manage to get into the first division of the CivFR Squadrons, and now this was their first experience with the big boys. They did manage to acquire a lot of experience, and we're going to need to see what they're going to do tonight against Freritos de la Vega. Now, they are switching around the slots. I do want to say hello to everybody. Bonsoir, monsieur. Bonsoir, Vice-Electra. Hello there, sir. TV Tuna. Amazing emotes, by the way. Say hello there, sir. Hello there. I see that. Look at that. Noob63. Let him COC. Let's go. Noob64 got emotes going. Very nice, very nice. Tito's, good evening, sir. And indeed, the best thing about this stream is the community. I do have to agree. I do hope we're gonna have a wonderful time, not only tonight but also in the upcoming period. And Sasu, hello and welcome, sir. I'm glad to see you back on the stream. Here is Project Cisco, always over there on the bottom, so looking out for everything happening in the stream. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Thank you so much for everything. I also noticed up, we do have Vuxor GG needing a big shout out. The man actually got 3 times in a row that first promotion, and man, wrote first in the channel. Hello there, sir, and welcome. Big Z. Also, good evening, sir, and welcome. Master Chen, hello, and welcome, sir. How are you doing tonight? It looks like they actually got in the lobby quite fast over here while we were doing all of this. Andireo, bonsoir, monsieur, bienvenue. I do want to take a look at what they're doing with the map pool choices. There are 2 maps that were auto-banned in this week, Primordial and Lakes, in the 11th week of the CivFR Squadrons. Now, it does look like they do have Pangea open. They're going to pick Pangea, and it looks like now we're going to see Kid and Bartsake being the ones that are going to choose the civilization bands, and we're gonna need to see what they're gonna go for. Kid over here did go for goal first. Of course, they don't want to actually let in JR with goal again. They know what happens, so they're gonna deny goal from JR. Okay, that's a good question. Actually, give me a second here so I can put the map on. It's not really, I can actually show you. So you see what they did over here. They basically pre-banned a lot of the maps according to the week, and these are randomized bans. That's why it happens right here. That's why it happened. It's not that, you know, it's anything else. It's just for diversity's sake more than anything. It looks like Mubande is also going to catch a ban here in the second choice, and oh my god, I do have to say a lot of raining tonight. Yeah, it's raining outside so bad, man, so bad. Oof. Oh well, we're gonna have to see over here. I was wanting a little bit more sunshine, but I guess we're gonna have to wait a little bit to get into the full spring to get some more sunshine here. In the meantime, rain it is. We do have 4 more bands for them to go for. Looks like Kree is gonna be the next one. Kid is gonna take it away from the options. Since it is Pangea Standard Ridges, this is the simming Pangea. We're gonna have the players having the opportunity to actually settle quite a few cities before they go to war, but sometimes they do get really close neighbors. It's not as big as 7 Seas, not as big as Highlands. You do have only a few cities distance sometimes between you and your opponent, sometimes only just one. It's very important to actually see how the map generation takes place, so we do know exactly what the possibilities will be. But most of the time, as a general rule, the players do go for civilizations that do have those earlier bonuses, like the classical and the medieval bonuses on them, and we've seen them multiple times trying to use those bonuses against their opponents from an earlier stage in the game versus what we've seen on 7 Seas or what we've seen on Highlands. Now, one of the reasons that Kree is taken out, one of the reasons that Zulu's taken out, those early units are doing quite a bit of a punch there. Goal is well known and banned on most maps, so you know, it is what it is. The same can be said about Mubande. We do have 2 more bands for them to go for, and I'm actually curious if they're going to try to go for something like a naval how to say, a naval civilization in this roster. In the 8th choices, of course, you can definitely play something like Spain on this map with ease. Not to mention, we still have very strong damage dealers at the beginning of the game, like Macedon, that we've seen multiple times do amazingly well against opponents here. Now, standard ridges does have quite a bit of a difference between it and the classic ridges. There is quite a bit of quite a possibility, I should say, a higher possibility for the map to actually generate one-tile chokes, mountains defending, possibly to defend you, and you closing up those chokes would give you a big advantage, allowing you to actually sim behind all of this and making it a lot harder for your opponent to go through. So the players are taking this with a grain of salt when it comes to picking up those strong damage dealers that don't have the opportunity to actually sim, like Macedon. We do have Maya taken out in the 5th one, and through my mind over there, it just flew something like a Vietnam. I would have expected them to think at least about Vietnam here, but oh well, it is what it is, and it is quite some time. And actually, I got some comments on my not only on my Discord but also on my YouTube channel about this. Genghis Khan, it's not showing up anymore anywhere. Like it's not showing up in the picks, it's not showing up in the bans, it's not every map. They just like they totally ignore the big Khan. What happened to the Khans of Khans, man? Also Pizarro, hello there sir and welcome. Circa Sessian, hello sir. Does Inca get a proper spawn on classic ridges? Most of the time, yeah, most of the time. Genghis is bad. Is it though? I don't know, man, because we've seen it apply so much power against opponents multiple times. It's just, I guess if we don't see it played, we don't know how it is, right? Speedsterino, and hello there, calling out under the gun with the Grogos. Oh my god, look at the Grogos. The Speed 53 vibe from the channel, Speedsterino. I see how it is. Hello there, sir. Well, we do have Scotland taken out in the 6th one, and it does seem like the next wave will be the picks here, while I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, okay, there we go. Babylon is going to be the first one banned. This is another one of the differences between, of course, CivFR Squadrons and the CPL Premier League. We do not have auto-banned, that many auto-banned civilizations, and as you can see here, they can actually pick Babylon. Now, next one up is going to be Bartsake, who's going to have to pick civilization, the first civilization for Freritos de la Vega, while Titiits will be the one following up right after. We do need to see, and I do have to point out, by the way, about Freritos de la Vega, it looks like they are... I would say they are cycling through their players, doing amazingly well, by the way, to get everybody some playtime, and of course it's probably depending on the day of the game as well. Like playing on weekends is going to be different than playing on the weekdays and so on, if you depending on your job, depending on your school, and so on and so forth. Now it's good that everybody's getting experience, everybody's getting that play time and so on. Looks like Bartsake is going to go on Philip II here, and we do have, of course, the Spanish fleets with the ability to form those early fleets. Big thing about Philip II is its ability to get the double yields from the trade routes over continents. That is amazing. If you do manage to get as many of those as possible throughout your empire, it is going to help you out so much. Now we do have Titiits going for Cleopatra Ptolmeic. This is the one that gets extra food and culture when it comes to resources along floodplains. And this is going to be quite a question if it does indeed actually going to have quite a few resources over there. We're going to see what Ptolmeic over here is going to do. It did ready up, so this is going to be the Egypt being played out. It still has the Mariano Chariot Archer. It still has the Sphinx, the same Iteru perk that we've gotten used to on Egypt, with the 25% production towards districts, and wonders if placed next to a river. ETPI is going to have the second choice of Chacun Pour Soi. And I have to say something, by the way. I don't think I mentioned it, but I do want to say it right now. Chacun Pour Soi actually means everybody for themselves. And I really hope it's not going to be that way. As in, I really hope they're actually going to work together and try to find a common solution to their problems. And as much as possible, try to be as... feisty as possible against Freritos de la Vega. Looks like ETPI is gonna go for Gran Colombia. He's gonna have he's gonna have the free Gran Commandant Generals. He's gonna have that extra movement coupled with the ability to actually upgrade and shoot, which is amazing. And also we do have the Llaneros later on as a unique unit. We've seen it multiple times that it can actually do very, very well. Now it's been some time since we've seen somebody actually go for a very good Llanero timing, and I would be really, really, really amazed to see that happening tonight. Pauline Love over there, Nutrition Intense, bonsoir monsieur, bienvenue. How many remaps spend those points? Yeah, let's go guys. With the chance of winning more points over here, you get the opportunity to predict how many remaps we will have. This is gonna be Pangea standard ridges, and as you can see over here, the picks and bans are ongoing. We do need to see what the players are gonna go for, and of course in the meantime, get those points down. Vis Electra asking me if I did get to see Civ Australia earlier. I did not actually. I was working on my animation and other stuff. What did happen, by the way, Vis Electra? Bonsoir, monsieur. Hello there, old triangle. How are you doing, sir? Good evening, good evening. Also, Rafifi is calling out. We didn't do something wrong this time. Okay, they didn't do something wrong this time. Well, I don't know. Maybe they didn't actually click on stuff this time. I don't know. I guess it is what it is. Can you show the settings before game starts? Yes, sir. I can. Let's see. We do have World Age New. Region's definition is gonna need to switch on standard. We do have how to say Pangea being checked. And that's about it, right? There's no amazing other differences here. I guess resources on standard, strategic resources on spawn guaranteed, so everybody gets some, and that's about it. We do have almost two more, sorry, not almost, already two more civilizations taken down, with Hungary being the first one in the second ban phase. After it, we did have Congo, and then the original Congo, of course, and then Japan taken down in the nice choice, with only one more choice remaining, and it looks like it is going to be Kid that's going to be on the buttons here, and he has 5 more seconds to go for. It is Rome, a good, flexible, and normal pick over here. I'm still amazed they didn't actually go for something like Vietnam as a ban. I feel like Vietnam is a bit more, it's a bit stronger than Rome, but maybe the players do think differently. That's a lot of, yeah, there we go. And immediately UnderTheGun is going to go for Vietnam. He did notice it was open over here, and we do have it with those tons, with the Voicians, with combat strength for units fighting in the rainforest and so on. It's very, very hard to push and very hard to withstand. Also, let me catch up with chat here. Vis Electra is telling out Mamniku cheese the rock band culture victory with high rolls. Well, okay. Is it actually cheesing it, or did he actually had enough time because, you know, his opponents were not defending it? It's very hard, actually. It's very hard to get that culture victory anymore. I've seen so many times players preferring to go for domination over somebody going culture victory and just nuking everything before he gets there. Whoa! Oh my god! It's in the stars, and tonight we're gonna have a surprise, guys. We got Amanitore showing up. Oh my god, we actually have Nubia. Okay, so we, of course, Nubia here hasn't been chosen in so many games here in the how to say in the competitive community. We do have it with the 20% production. towards all districts. You do get increasing to 40% if you place that Nubian center, Nubian pyramid next to the city center. The Nubian pyramid also gets adjacency from the adjacent districts, which is amazing. You get an extra +2 according to the district type. Now, Pitati archers that are gonna get 30% more production. You can imagine them just they have an extra movement. They upgrade to crossbow. They're just amazingly strong, by the way. They also get 50% more combat experience, which of course you can imagine it can easily immediately turn into a +1 I would say promotion over there. We do have next up FizzLePoisson that initially wanted to go for something different. I think I saw Julius Caesar over here, but I think that was a meme. And then he switched to Wu Zetian, which does get that ability to get the offensive spies with the castle. No, defensive tactics actually. It receives a free spy with defensive tactics. I'm actually quite curious how he's gonna play this out. It's been, I mean, honestly, since the beginning, since the introduction of Wu Zetian, I have yet to actually see Wu Zetian shine in the game. Like, you know, be that carry in the game, be that differentiator between you and your opponents. I guess it's an ongoing process over here for the players to actually figure out exactly what to do with Wu Zetian, how to play him or her, and get the best out of it. Looks like the last ban is gonna, the last pick is gonna be Gandhi. We do have this is the seeming India, as we like to call it, with its ability to get an extra belief when it comes to it when establishing its religion. It gets 3 instead of 2, and it does get its unique improvement. We do have it with extra movement on the settlers and builders, not to mention the unique unit, the Varu, which for multiple times we've seen him well push his opponents. But again, it's been some time since we've actually seen Varus successfully break enemies, opponents. And now that the lobby has been finished, the pick and ban phase has gone to its conclusion, we're gonna see them unlocking the tournament draft, and we're gonna see the players also switching around their civilizations here, so they do get into the correct placements according to the priorities they actually want to have in the game. It looks like they're going to prioritize actually FizzLePoisson first. The Bartsake is going to come up second with Gandhi. Titiits is going to be on Philip the second. On third, ETPI going for Simon Bolivar. I'm actually thinking if they should put that high up actually Simon Bolivar, because he's going to get the generals anyway. And I guess if they do think like this, maybe they do want to go for commercials over here on Gran Colombia from an early stage of the game. Not bad, actually. You do want to get that. Under the gun with Vietnam on battery U, we do have FE, I guess it's FE, right? Going for Wu Zetian. ETPI is on some, okay, there we go. So he's gonna switch ETPI on one of the last slots there. It doesn't really require any special kind of priority. So yeah, Simon Bolivar is gonna get the bottom. We do have also Larov Espion. Is this Ulas? I believe that's Ulas, right? On Cleopatra Ptolmeic. Blue Arcane 7, thank you so much for the follow. Man, I forgot to get my 7-up today. I actually, yeah, didn't go to get my 7-up today. I should have, but I didn't. Also, Canon Meat, hello there, sir. And indeed, I also love Nubia over there. It's an amazing civilization to play with. One did not have Defender until Darius picked it up. But there were so many level 3 rock bands, it could not be defended. Ah, I see. Amanitore is a really powerful simmer, but with Spain you can't do a religion. Yes, indeed, and a great soul to conclude. It's what means Mahatma. Okay. Okay, so we do have the players actually readying up. 5 more seconds to go for, and we're loading in. Pangea, standard bridges. This is gonna be Chacun Pour Soi versus Freritos de la Vega. It's actually nice, right? We got the team that actually it's everybody for themselves, and then we got the brothers going all together. We're gonna see who's actually gonna win between these two. Okay, let's see what's going on over here. What do we have? Northwest, we do have China coming up with that settler on a 2-2 base. This is, by the way, CivFR Squadrons. They don't have BCY on, but I do want to check if it was standard ridges, by the way. Yes, they did. No, wait, whoa. Yes, it is standard ridges. It's the correct definition. China will have the opportunity to actually move on the 3-1 ship tile if he wants more food. He doesn't know about the horses, by the way. The horses are only revealed to us. And usually you don't really want to settle coastal, but I do actually see FizzLePoisson is in the south with Babylon. So they will get the opportunity to trade coastally over here if... oh no, we do have Spain on the other side, and Spain might actually have his way with both China's capital and at the same time Babylon's capital when it comes to taking over cities on the seas over there. We're gonna need to see if they're gonna want to prioritize that moving forward. China will have a few mountains to go for to the northeast. Looks like he does have fresh water from the rivers and one tile lake to the south. Not bad, but I guess again the biggest issue would be that challenge on the seas, if he's gonna go coastal or not. Good evening, hi Nick Dave. Hello there, sir. Canonite also asking, do players go religion with Hammurabi earlier? Not really, actually. Yeah, generally no, just like Rafif is saying over there. We do need to take a look at the south here. What's going on? Oh, wait a second. We got the Babylon between the mountains, which yes, he does have a decent amount of adjacency to go for, and I do see he's gonna have nice strategics with some reef tiles that are gonna give him again more adjacency towards campuses. We do have him with a decent amount of fresh water north and south, and I do see this river to the east side, but then you see India is gonna have such a good land over here. With his initial settle, that will probably be on that 2-2 tile. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of, well, actually he can move if he wants to. I'm actually curious if he's gonna settle the spices or not. He doesn't have any other 2-2 in the adjacency of that city center unless he actually buys a tile. Not really the ideal situation you want to find yourself in. Getting an extra amenity would be quite valuable from the beginning as well. We do have him with Yosemite in the south, and he doesn't know about this city yet, if I'm not mistaken. There we go. He doesn't have the visibility over that wonder, but I'm pretty sure he's going to be extremely happy when he's going to see that. That is exactly on the way towards Babylon to the west side. So maybe we're going to see some early Varu push over here, trying to keep as much as possible Babylon contained on the coast until Spain shows up and of course takes over those cities. Moving to the northeast, we do have Ulas here with Egypt. He's gonna get racketed on 4-1-1 tile. That is the rice tile actually, and he's gonna get the extra culture and the extra food on it. Looks like he's pumping out the scout in 3 turns, and I do see he's gonna have another city over here towards the south, towards Auckland. Auckland, by the way, is in the game, so that means Spain is gonna be very, very happy. Has a decent amount of coastal resources that he could use to improve. Not a lot of not a lot of floodable terrain for Egypt. He does have a lot of fresh water, but the floodable terrain is a problem. Of course, that extra culture, extra food, not coming up on that many resources, but I guess we're gonna need to see how he's gonna try to develop all of this and make good use out of the other bonuses. It's a matter of time until we're gonna see how this develops. Now we do have, after the mountains to the southeast, actually ETPI coming up with Gran Colombia. He is on a river here. I do see the river. He's gonna get a +5 campus in the capital with a 1-3-1 amber tile over there to the northeast. He is also gonna get the opportunity to settle this tobacco tile to the south, which will give him an extra faith point per turn. It's very important to actually get that from an early stage as soon as possible, so you don't need to plug in the card and of course get that pantheon going. He also has multiple horse tiles in that second city to the southeast, and unfortunately, oh no, it's happening again. A tobacco tile, it's blocking the biggest campus in the season over here with a +5 possible. Unfortunately, it's unfortunate, very unfortunate here. He's gonna have a decent amount of network for rivers to the east side, and we do need to see if he's actually gonna have somebody to go against, because it's not gonna be an easy possibility for him to go against Egypt here unless he actually takes on Auckland and keeps moving forward towards Egypt. I'm pretty sure ETPI is gonna have quite a challenge on his hands to not only get Auckland but also try to do some damage against both Egypt and India at the same time. Looking at Nubia here, we do have a kid with quite a good... Oh, he has the good titty, man. He has, of course, he's going to have the opportunity to just settle in place there or move one tile. Actually, we did see him move, so it's fine. We know what it is here. We do have him with +3 possible campus in the capital, with another possible city here on the Mareb River to the northwest, where he's going to get to benefit from not only from truffles but also that dice tile that is on the good titty, on the Wonder Pie titty. He's going to get a 1-3-2-2-1 tile to work. That's a lot of yields from one single tile. Not only that, but also more of these culture points are going to be available for him to get going around it. Unfortunately, Hattusa is on the other side of Paitiri, and it blocks out actually that river settle on the incense tile, so he can't really get another city there with fresh water. He's going to need to take out that city state if he wants to maximize the yields, all the tiles used. Anyway, Nubia is going to have a few other cities to go for to the northeast towards Kandy, and I'm actually extremely surprised they're taking so much time to go through this. By the way, it's unbelievable that they're taking... We are almost finished with going through all of the civilizations before they go turn 2. How is this possible? Vietnam is going to be quite far away from everybody else. Looks like he's also going to have India and Gran Colombia to be on the west side over there of his. He's going to have an ally on the east side, Spain. They can actually trade the double continent, and we're going to need to see if Vietnam is ever going to go coastal over here somewhere, but I don't think so. Has the fresh water from lake to base, and I do see he's gonna get quite a few other cities to go for. The gypsum, for example, in the southeast, making it a 2-2-1. Not to mention he's gonna get that other one next to the cocoa tile to the southwest. A lot of also features are available on the land for him to develop his districts on, and of course we do need to see where is he gonna wanna decide to get those tons triangles going. Give me a second so I can actually double check something. Receiving messages. Okay. Oh, another, by the way, I do see another amenity settle to the northeast. The cotton tile is going to be over there available for Vietnam to get to. Okay, very nice, very nice. We're going to need to see how he is going to try to develop his empire and withstand not only the damage of Nubia, but also maybe some skirmishes with Gran Colombia. Now we do need to wait for turn 8 so we know if they're gonna remap this or not. Of course, on the last civilization to talk about here, we do have Titiits with Pantanal to the southwest. He's gonna get a decent amount of cities to go for on the coast here, and of course he does have Auckland to go and Suez, which will give him an extra point of production from an early stage on all of these coastal waters. That's going to be amazing for his tiles to use here. He did actually buy out that amber tile, which I'm not sure it's that worth versus the food, but I guess he does want to prioritize getting the culture going in there. Yeah, they bought a third ring tile. This is unbelievable. Like, why would they? Maybe he. No, I'm pretty sure he saw the banana. Anyway, he wanted the production, he wanted the culture, so, you know, it is what it is. We do need to also take a look what's going on here. How are the players actually starting to get their vision going? If they do manage to get the necessary information for them to know if they do have an opponent or not. Let's see, this is on the Tigris River, and of course India is going to start to go to the south here. We do have 2 more turns to go, and FizzLePoisson who is coming up with a warrior relatively close to the warrior of India. Now, are they gonna meet each other? If he moves here and then he moves here first thing, they might meet each other. Okay, they might meet each other. I think they will meet each other actually. Now here we do have China not actually able to meet Egypt anytime soon. We do have Gran Colombia. Well, the second they're gonna meet, they're gonna try to figure out where the loyalty is and try to get some logic going behind that, all of that. Okay, extra dice stars coming up in Nubia to work here. He's gonna get that faith going. Gran Colombia in the south. No. Oh, he's going southeast over there in the desert. Well, that's gonna be a dead end. Oh, I didn't mention, by the way, on Vietnam, we do have Mount Vesuvius to the south of that gypsum. Not really exploding yet. It's he's gonna need to wait for it to explode, but it's fine. Can you check if they bought him a monument too? On Madrid, I guess you're asking. I don't see a monument. No, I don't see a monument. We can actually you can actually see the lack of a monument here. Maybe while we're watching we can actually see it pop off, but I guess oh, there we go. We're turn 8, so it is what it is. Hunter Priester, good evening, sir. Yeah, extra culture smells like a wonder. Do you smell a wonder here? Oh. The wonder of Spain. So what do you guys think here? What do you guys think? Is this gonna be a remap or no remap? Oh, they're voting. They're putting their votes in. FizzLePoisson in the last one, and it is gonna be a remap with 2 civilizations that were really close to the coast, and on the other side we did have Spain on the coast. It looks like they don't want to take that risk, especially with Babylon also being very, very close to India over here. It would have been quite a problem. For him to do everything. Oh, Shendu did actually move away from the coast on that 3-1 tile, but he still has 1 tile of attack from the coast. Okay, this was about that moment. Everybody was getting their cities out. It's fine. Is this the first remap? Yes, this is the first remap. Hey, we got Justice in the house. Hello there, sir. How have you been, man? Thank you so much for the raid. Smooth Tilt, hello. Good evening, sir. Chacun should remap. Well, it looks like he did. He actually did. Daniel Dingo, thank you so much for the resub. Hello. Okay, let's take a look what's going on here on the west. No, Ulas, where did you go, man? Okay, well. I'm trying to figure out what this map looks like. I'm not sure if I'm Anyway, now we do have actually Titiits coming up on the coast with these geothermals. He's gonna have an easy +4 to go for in the captain. Let's see what well, how long will us take to actually get back in the lobby. I hope it's gonna be short. He's gonna be quick on it. Now we do have a FizzLePoisson again next to the coast. It's been quite a few times that we've seen Babylon get the coastal settles. He has decent land to go for. I see quite a few rivers for him. He's going to be next to Nubia. They're going to get to trade with each other. Decent mountains to the southeast. And oh, that actually wasn't Ulas. That was JR. Wait, Ulas is not playing. Oh, this is JR. Now we know. Now we know, man. Well, I guess Ulas was there just to, I would say, get his team on track, and that was it. The map is a crab. Yeah, good and Aben Justice. Hello there. The map is a crab. Wait, how do you see a crab here? I don't know how do you see a crab here. Total. The other side crab or something, I don't know, but anyway, we do have down pause. We do have Babylon actually with a very good settle. He's gonna not only get the culture coming up from the amber, but he's also gonna get the 3-1-2-1 spices to the southeast. He's gonna have quite a few other cities to go for, to the north, to the east, to the south. We do see Spain is actually inland sea, so he's not gonna come out and take cities from Babylon if he's ever gonna go coastal here. But we might see that happening on the other seas. Let's see, it's Egypt on the other seas, and that's about it. I guess we do have India, very far away from everybody there. Okay, so definitely Babylon here is gonna not only get the extra food that he wants, he's gonna get a lot of production going from these playing styles. Remember, the play styles do lack 1 food point, but they do get an extra point of production on all of those hills. To the east side, we do have Nubia actually with again quite a few of these spy styles, the 2-2-1s, the 3-1-1s, and I do see his he might actually get the coffee tile to settle there. He might just settle in place or move for the 2-2 stone. I believe actually he's thinking of also moving across that. I don't think he sees. Wait, does he see the spy style? Oh, he sees the spy style with the warrior, right? He sees it from the warrior. Yeah, he knows it's fine. Okay, so we do need to see what is he gonna go for. Depending on that, he's actually gonna get multiple choices to appear here to the north and to the south to actually expand in. We do have multiple rivers to go for, and he's gonna be very close to Spain. That is Spain with a triple continent split. Titiits is gonna have an array of choices here for him to expand his cities on, and I do see he did actually choose to go and settle directly on the geothermals. We do have him with another refill to the north, and he's gonna get a easy plus, actually multiple easy plus 4s here. Plus 4 campuses, geothermal reef adjacency, and 2 geothermals over here to the southwest. He's gonna get a lot of science quickly. I am actually quite curious how he's gonna try to get all of those cities going, since he does have some resources on the coast. I believe these are whale tiles for the possible 2-2-2s, or even more if he gets something like Auckland or God of the Sea. Moving to the north here, do we have anybody? I think I saw something like okay, there we go, Vietnam. Vietnam this time is actually not gonna have good land. This is actually, I think, the least amount of features that I've seen ever on a Vietnamese spawn. We do have, yes, some forest over here. He's gonna get Matterhorn to the west side. Oh my god, I can only imagine Matterhorn Voichians going against somebody, but that's just not ideal. Now, we do have him with a decent amount of, how do you call them, sheep tiles. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another possible pasture there on the horses to the northwest, and I do see he's gonna get a nice river network, but again, the lack of features will be a problem. Well, we're gonna need to see how he's gonna try to play this out. Vietnam is, or I should say, UnderTheGun is definitely gonna have a challenge on his hands here. We do take a look at Gran Colombia after Taruga, actually to the east of Spain here. We do have Bogota immediately getting the benefits of some extra cocoa tiles, so the extra gold coming out. We do have stone tiles to the north there, and I do see he's also gonna get cattle settles. Very nice actually, to more than a few very good settles coming up for ETPI. I guess the biggest question would be, does he actually have a target to go against? And well, he has an ally to the north, and I guess the target to go against is India to the east side. Bartsake is going to be on the receiving end of maybe some like Llaneros, while we do need to see if India is going to manage to catch up with, or I should say stay on track with his stats. Looking in the north here, Shendu did settle on a culture tile. That is a marble tile, a 2-on-1. He has another one next to his cities. He does have, of course, Wu Zetian, which actually begs the question, is he actually going to try to go for Stonehenge here? Because he does definitely have the opportunity to go for Stonehenge. The question is, will he? Has another settle on the coffee to the northeast. Unfortunately, he's going to need to spend some gold to actually get all of the benefits from it. And I do see another one. Wow, okay. 1, 2 culture settles, 3 culture settles around his cities. This is interesting. Another one to the mountains to the southeast with very good campuses, +5s, +4s, another +3 here, another +3 here. Next to the mountain ranges, he's gonna have a lot of science if he actually goes that route. Is also gonna get the opportunity to trade with Gran Colombia to the south, and will probably gonna plug the choke to the west side towards Vietnam. So UnderTheGun doesn't actually get too much units through that one tile choke to come against China here. Matterhorn Voichians will not be something that will be easy to take out. We do have 2 more civs actually to go for. Rocket Dead here, which already it does benefit from the culture from his and culture and extra food coming up from the resources on the floodable terrain. You can see the 4-1-1 sugar tile, the 3-1-1 wheat tile, and he has another one underneath his city. He's already on 5 culture turn from the beginning of the game. Getting another settler in 4. Looks like he is gonna need to try to figure out to expand here. Has more of these resources on floodable terrain, and I do see he's actually gonna have the opportunity to go not only for a Temenanki from the capital, but he can go for something like Lady of the Reeds and Marshes quite easily, with other cities also having the opportunity to be settled on floodable terrain here. Now we do have him a decent ways away from India, from the south here, and of course we're going to see if they're going to set up some coastal trade routes. That is definitely a possibility between them, while JR is going to try to sim up as much as possible. I'm pretty sure Bartsake is going to want to settle the cliffs of Dover to the southeast to benefit not only from that gold and culture, but also from everything else. Also, Blue Arcane, hello there, sir. All resource icons lost. Yes, it happens sometimes if I like switch vision, but it also resets the turn after, so it's fine. We got them back. Muzzle Chen also smells a remap here, and I do have to agree with Muzzle Chen. They added difficulty for me, yes. Yes, more difficulty for me to recognize stuff, yes. Is that a 3-1? Is that a 2-1? Oh, is that a 1-4 there? What is that gonna be all about? Yes. Anyway, this is turn 8. We got a few more seconds to go for, and the players will need to get the votes in. We do need to see what they're gonna go for. ETPI game paused, and let's go. One remap token available. It is gonna be on Freritos de la Vega, and it looks like immediately Bartsake and JR did push the buttons there. So it does look like they're gonna force Titiits and UnderTheGun to do whatever they want, right? Now, FizzLePoisson ETPI kit on the other side will probably need to press on the no, because they already chose to remap beforehand, so you know their choice is mute at this point. Yeah, they really cut that turn time close. Yeah, they did. Okay, so the names have it. This is gonna be the map. We actually need to finish that remap choice there, and get ready, boys. Chacun Pour Soi going against the Freritos de la Vega on Pangea standard ridges in the CivFR squadrons. We do have quite a few interesting points for them to develop in, and not only on I would say on both teams. We got on one team Babylon here, and that is gonna have all of this extra culture coming out from the amber tiles. The spices are going in there. Now we do have him getting how to say getting to expand to the east side and to the north, and it looks like we got another follower here. Toofy Flabby, hello there, sir, welcome. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you. And also Project Cisco, thank you for finishing up the how many remaps. Thank you. And the points going to, oh, look at that, we got Spitsterino. Oh, congratulations, sir, Spitsterino, big shout out. Okay, we got a relic here. It looks like somebody snatched the relic. Bartsake actually is going to get the ability to get that early faith going, for faith 10 from the relic, and we're going to get to him when we get to him. Babylon does have, unfortunately, to put some extra gold towards his iron and horses. Those are both going to be third out to the northwest, and we do have him with quite a few other cities to the east side, to the north that he could go for. I think I said that like 3 times now. It looks like his choice is going to go somewhere to the southeast. I would imagine he's going to want to go next to that deer tile somewhere, so he reaps the benefits of that extra production. He could get some food as well, and I'm pretty sure the horses are going to be very, very nice to have. Babylon here could go coastal. The biggest issue with going coastal is on the other coast. He's going to have actually 2 enemies to take care of, Bartsake and JR. I'm pretty sure both of them are actually going to settle coastal, so they can get those trade routes going. The economic zone will need to be created, and FizzLePoisson will need to defend himself probably, and or do something against that economic zone. Now we do also see Nubia is starting to break the fog of war towards Babylon. He's coming with a warrior there between the mountains, and since they are allies, they might actually try to get some trade routes going, but not now. Most of the time we do have the players going with internal trade routes until they hit a Wieselbanken, and after that they're gonna try to do some shenanigans. Now we do have Mero coming up with 2-2 base. It looks like a kid is already benefiting from the spice tiles, extra gold and extra food. While we do have him working those tiles, he's pumping out settlers, and he's trying to figure out where to go here. Since he actually settled there, he can't settle the coffee to the northeast, and I do have to point out a lot of the times, and this is something that the players don't actually enjoy, even though Nubia does sound great as bonuses, and you do have a lot of abilities to create tiles with the Nubian pyramids and so on and so forth. The challenge is to get them as quickly as possible, and unfortunately a lot of the times those pyramids do intervene in your district placements a lot, requiring you to think a little bit more about what you're gonna do, how you're gonna place them, how you're gonna get the maximum output. And for somebody that really likes to min-max stuff, it does actually eat away at your time considerably, which is something that the players don't actually well, a lot of the times don't actually afford. They are on the clock here. As you can see, the clock is running down very quickly within the competitive scene, so using the competitive timer is actually quite pressing on the players to get their moves going. Maybe right now it doesn't feel that much, but you're gonna see like a turn 60, they're gonna start sometimes to even run out of moves because they need to do everything so fast. We do have also Mero coming up with an iron tile to the southwest over here. It's 3 rings out. The same can be said about the horses to the north. Still 3 rings out. He's gonna unfortunately need to either put a city there, which yes, can definitely go there next to the bananas, or 2-1. He's gonna have some other 2-2s to work there, or directly on the bananas maybe. And of course, get the benefits of getting the iron tile a little bit cheaper. We do need to see if the players are gonna choose to go against each other from an early stage of the game, while at the moment I don't really see them going. That still might happen. We do have Kid trying to get to Spain over here, and it looks like Madrid did manage to get a slinger out. He's probably gonna, I see, he's getting that builder out of the way, while he's also trying to settle his opponent. It looks like Titiits and Kid are gonna start to touch the borders soon enough. And look at this, man, this zone over here. We do have another settler coming up from Madrid soon, and it does seem like a Kid did not actually get the opportunity to take that away from Spain, take the builder away from Spain. Interesting option from Spain, by the way, to actually go for a +3 that he's probably actually guess he's gonna remain with these bananas anyway, because he's it's gonna be much better off to just improve them, reap the benefits of them, rather than anything else. But I didn't want to point out that he didn't want to kill that banana for an extra point of science, which would turn into 2 points of science, which would turn into a lot more science during the game. But the fact that he's getting it later does matter quite a bit for him. The earlier you put down the districts, the less production you spend, the less time you actually get to put into these districts, which is quite valuable. You might actually get some district discounts afterwards, and so on and so forth, and so blah 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 blah. Toothy Flamby asking about continent split for Spain. We do have a triple continent split for Spain. Looks like Toledo gets settled on the other continent, while the Nubian scout is trying to smell what's going on between Toledo and Madrid over there. We do have another settler possible for Spain that is coming out of the cities. He is getting another slinger also, and I'm pretty sure he's actually going irrigation here. Let's see. Yes, he's irrigation 1 turn. He does want to improve his styles, and from what I do see, he just bought a scout in the city of Madrid. He's keeping oh, he's going for the north. Okay, never mind. I thought he's actually gonna keep that settler one more. Oh, go for it. No, oh my god, FizzLePoisson. What? No, is this kid or FizzLePoisson? This is kid. Oh my god, bro, you're so close, man. Oh man, he could have seen his underpants over there, and so close. So close. Can you imagine if he snatched that and just like deleted it? Oh my god, Titiits would have been mad, fuming. I can even see him now steaming from his ears. You know, like, oh my god, like in the movies, man. But anyway, in the meantime, Titiits did manage to actually get that scout in the south. Looks like the settler did move back. I'm not sure how late in the turn Kid actually got to load in, but it was definitely not early enough for him to take that settler away. Tiresian also, hello there, sir. I'm more interested in what are the map wonders. Okay, we're gonna take a look at the map wonders as well. I can give you an idea about the map wonder. We got here Zangi Dangxia, which is going to be to the south of Babylon, with the possibility to get early merchants and generals. I did also notice Matterhorn, Hualu on Vietnam, and that's actually the next one up we're going to talk about on Vietnam. Vietnam does have quite a few of these pastures for him to develop, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in the capital, with another 6 in Hualu, and I do see he's getting his 3rd settler out. We do have also him with the horses in the 2nd ring of Thang Long. His iron tile is going to be 3rd ring out, but he does have 1 in Hualu, and that's going to be right inside of the borders. Very, very nice and easy to achieve there. He also has 2 targets, one to the south in the form of Nubia, while he can go against China to the southeast. Both of those are valid targets for him, but of course we're going to need to see who's he actually going to try to go against. It's going to be something that we're going to need to reveal a little bit later. Is there another wonder here? No, there's no other wonder there. We do have another relic actually, this time on China. That's the opposing team. Bartsake did get the first one. Now China is going to get the next one. And looks like he's going to get an early Pantheon as well. Chengdu already did manage to acquire that extra culture from the beginning. He settled on the coffee tile on Beijing. We do have a marble tile underneath the city of Chengdu, and he's going for a 3rd coffee tile to the northeast. The biggest question that I had here was is ETPI going for Stonehenge or not? He did have the opportunity to go for it from the capital city, but it looks like he is prioritizing going for commercials here. He's going to want to go and get those traders, and of course get to defensive tactics as soon as possible. We'll see how this develops later on. We do have Chengdu with available horses in the capital in the 1st ring. Very cheap to also get the iron tile to the east side of Chengdu. There's a 2 tile out iron tile, quite easy to acquire, and I don't see any other around his cities. He's also starting to scout the east side, while JR did manage to get that. I think JR was it, or no, Bartsake did get that. Never mind. We do have Egypt managing to get the Lady of the Reeds and Marshes, and it looks like he is going for a Temenaki from the capital city. Oh my god. Oh, these tiles, man. Man, this is not fair, bro. This is like one city to rule them all or something. This is like, oh man, this is like rule city from the beginning of the game. That I don't know how to call it. No, I like it when you have the team names on the city tag. Oh, right. But that's, I mean, yeah, I know what you mean, but I can't really put them now. It usually is made by the host. The host needs to add them. I'm sorry. That cap is like 2 cities. Yeah. Like 12.6 production already, 5 pop, and this is without the Temenanki. When the Temenanki is gonna finish over there, extra science on all of these tiles, and at the same time you get the culture, the production. Like this is just he just plugged in Liang extra production there. Caught me in the middle of the sentence. Oh my god, can you? He just look at that. Just casually went from 12.6 to 18 points of production, and this is pre-Temenanki. Are you for real, bro? Wow. This is the capital with Pingala and Moksha at the same time in it. Yeah, it feels like Liang level 4 incoming. And casually bought another sugar tile because why not? You know, yeah, it is what it is, man. Anyway, we do have Rocket with available iron tile to the southwest. Looks like he's at the moment not actually benefiting from oh, never mind, horses in the capital, but he does have some over here to the north of his second city, Apu, and also he's gonna have some in the south in the third ring. So I'm actually curious what, oh my god, he's gonna have sphinxes on all over this territory as well. Sphinxes next to a Temenanki. Can you imagine? He's gonna have two sphinxes, two very good sphinxes. Okay, that's gonna be amazing for JR. Looking at Gran Colombia, we do have him actually fighting a little bit the Egyptian warrior, trying to put him out of business here. God of the Forge is gonna be ETPI's choice of a pantheon, and I do see he was needing to actually defend the horses. He was a bit too late to defend the horses. Now he's starting to get his campuses going, and I do see that +3 over here next to the city of Bogota. Do have more archers coming out. His trader is going to start creating the roads between Guayaquil and Bogota, and we do need to see how fast this is going to develop here as an action between him and his opponents. I believe actually, wait, China is his ally, so Egypt is his opponent. We might actually see him try to do some kind of shenanigan over there against Egypt, even though of course Egyptian Mariano chargers are going to be ready and waiting for any kind of aggression. We do need to see if the timings are going to be correctly achieved over here by ETPI. We do have Kumana already with horses improved on the east side. He's going to need to repair that pasture in Bogota to get the second one. And I do see another iron tile is between Kumana and Bogota. It's 2 tiles out from Kumana, and you do see the archer is actually trying to defend it. That builder is going to need to repair the horse and then improve the iron, so it does still have that extra ability to get the repairs going for cheap. We do need to take a look also on India. India did settle one of the wonders, by the way, another one of the wonders, Cliffs of Dover. Hello. Who was somebody was saying that they're really interested in wonders here. Who was that? Who was that? Tiresian. You got another wonder here. Cliffs of Dover with the extra culture, the extra gold, the extra era score. Looks like India is gonna put a holy site next to it, and I do see his holy site actually did get pillaged by ETPI in the capital city. He's gonna need to get some repairs going there, so he can get the prophet points. We do have him with city patron goddess as a pantheon. He's getting the 50% off the first district in a city, while in the meantime he's going to actually need to put a few more cities over here to develop his empire. But first he's getting his faith generation going for the monumentality of the first era. You can see Bartsake is only on 4 faith a turn. He's getting his shrines going. He's getting the repairs going in Delhi for that holy site and another holy site in Jabalpur. So it's probably gonna be on like something like 30 faith in the first era. Liang first though. Liang first is gonna take away some opportunity from him to get the extra faith from Moksha, but I think at the end of the game it's still gonna be fine. Can you show Nubia, please? Still only on 2 cities. Yeah, he's getting his third one here. Okay, he's getting his third one. I don't think he actually got pillaged, but maybe he he lost a settler. He actually lost a settler. Under the gun, I know he had a scout, and this scout, and I know he had a warrior. But how did he lose the settler? Wasn't that escorted or something? Because I see the warrior actually has 2 experience, how to say, segments worth of attacks here. It attacked 2 times. Oh my, okay, that is massive. That is massive. Thank you, by the way. Thank you. May that be the case. And we do have yes, Titiits over here needing to actually get a bit more military going. He only has a few slingers and 1 warrior. Didn't he send the... No, he didn't actually. Never mind. He sent it to the south, Seville. Okay, let's take a look at all of the developments here. On Jabalpur, we do have Iron Tile to the northeast, between it and Delhi. I do see also horses are going to be thirding out from all 3 cities, a bit expensive. Maybe he's going to get some in other cities. I don't see them, a bit unfortunate, but you know, it is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do. Another relic from Kid. Wow. Okay, I mean, that's 2 relics right now on Chacun Pour Soi. 2 relics. I'm not really seeing anybody going crazy with culture, but you know, I didn't want to point it out. Maybe somebody will think about doing it, but it's Spain in the game, so you can't really go religion, right? Spain is just gonna get that easy +5 against you. Anyway, let's take a look at the pantheons here chosen. We got the religious settlements coming up from FizzLePoisson. He's actually gonna get his 4th city to the north there on the cold tile. I do see he's getting his Palcoms going from a few cities. He already finished one in Neshuna. He got one in Babylon. No, he didn't. Oh, he did? Well, yeah, he did get one over here. You can see the 4-1 sheep tile, the 4-1 banana, and the 3-2-1 amber tile. He's going really quickly, going for Magnus internals here, and getting more of those settlers from Neshuna. Very nice, very nice. Yes, oh my god, Egypt. I know, guys. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready for this? Are you ready for me to show you the biggest powers of Egypt over there? Woohoo! Man, JR is gonna be the man tonight. Let's see. Are you ready? Are you ready for it? You gotta tell me. You gotta tell me yes or no over here in chat. Tell me. Give me a sign. GDF. It is done. Look at the start. Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh my god. Look at this, bro. Oh my god. Just look at these tiles, man. Look at the Sphinx as well. Oh man, this is not fair, bro. This is not fair. 32 production capital. This is not fair. 14 science, 10 culture, 24 food, 7 gold and this is amazing. This is amazing. Anyway, we're gonna need to see Liang get his promotions. It looks like he's gonna go for Moksha in the city of Apu here, and I'm pretty sure he's just gonna keep it going. I don't think he's gonna go for the 4th one, as in I don't think he's gonna go left tree and right tree. He went left tree for the extra production. I don't think he's gonna go right tree for the food, for the housing, for the 4th promotion over there. It's a bit it's way too expensive, but I think he's gonna get more than he needs anyway with this capital. I did manage to settle another city to the southeast, Memphis, getting that 4-1 going, a bit more culture from the base tiles there, and I do see, of course, with Lady of the Ridge Marshes, he has a decent tile to work on that marsh, 3-1, very nice, going for his commercials. He's gonna start to acquire these great merchant points relatively easily here, and I wouldn't put it past him to get at least one project in the great merchant, so he snatches away Zhang Qian from his opponent here, from China. China did go for God of War and Plunder, and he already has 2 of these commercials going. He's getting an extra point of merchants out of that pantheon, and I do see another one of these commercials is coming up from Handan here. We do have Vietnam getting God of Craftsman. He's getting that extra production on his improved strategic resources, starting to get his horse improved, starting to get the Magnus in the city in Thang Long, going for the 5th settle there. And he did manage, I do have to point out, he did manage to snatch away a city from Nubia, putting him at a serious advantage against his opponents over here, getting 4 or 5 cities before they managed to even get 3 of them. The Sun adjacency is giving him that extra culture, and from what I do see, of course, the 9 science with 20 culture is going to be quite massive. Ability to get Matterhorn bonuses, this is going to give him what, an extra +3, I believe, on attack or something, and ability to move through the hills. Yeah, ignores. It's actually, wait, land commanders move next to hills. Do you get a +3 anymore? No, you don't. It's just the free movement, right? It ignores hills for the rest of the game. You can imagine this is massive for units like Voichens. Let's take a look at Nubia. Still no pantheon from Nubia. He's trying to get his commercials going, and I do see he's getting them without that many bonuses. A +3 here on Nuri with only a +1 on Mero. He's getting another city to the southwest and just put down his pyramids. A 5-2 tile, so he gets that extra faith going. We do have also Toledo getting goddess of festivals as a pantheon. He's gonna get to improve a lot of these plantations, and he does have a lot of them. Just look at the north here. He has a city next to that Vietnamese scout where he could actually improve 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these 6 plantations in just one city, not to mention the other ones that he had in the city of Madrid. He already improved 2 bananas there, making them a 3-2-2-1 tile, while he has another one that is waiting over there to get the improvements going. More plantations in the forms of olives to the southwest, and I do see dyes as well. Overall, very powerful beginning for Titiits. We do have him starting up with Governor Magnus, and of course he's going for the internals. I did see him using campuses to get the extra science, and we do need to see how this is gonna develop sooner. I'm pretty sure he's gonna get another city over there on the rice tile to the northeast, and if he actually wants to push through Nubia, he's gonna get another city to the west of Madrid, or units directly. He's one-turning horses from Madrid. Oh, Elephant Guy, good evening, sir, and welcome. Zili Quim also calling out easy win for Freritos. I do want to welcome everybody coming up from Elephant Guy's stream. Thank you so much for the raid, sir. Big shout out, big shout out. Commander Keen also only one district beside Thanks till medieval fairs. Looks like he's waiting for it. Yeah, he's waiting for it. UnderTheGun is discovering currency in 4 turns and going for political in 1. We got 2 more turns until the classical era starts to kick in. And of course, they get all of those bonuses going. I'm pretty sure everybody got the era score. Yeah, everybody got the 35, 28, 29, 32, 25, 22, 25, 34. Also, Heinig Dave, you should put this encampment on the maze and shoot the city with it. Put the he should put his encampment. I don't. You can't actually, unfortunately. I don't think you can. But anyway, as in if you want to shoot it with catapults, you can't hit Nuri because there are hills in between. Nobody getting second golden. Yeah, he's doing it. He's doing it. Wait, is the encampment having an extra elevation? I know that the city center has, but does the encampment have an extra elevation? This is gonna be quite fun to see if it's gonna happen that way. Just 110, by the way, in Toledo. Wow, give me a second. Just got some extra coffee on me. Encampment with walls. You do need to actually make the walls. Let's see. Okay, so let's check it out. Wait, whoa. Initiation rights coming up from Nubia. I'm actually quite surprised we don't see those unique units yet. Of course, he might have been a bit worried about all of that extra era score that he's getting. He's already on 25 out of 19. Maybe next turn we're gonna see some Nubian archers coming out. Kid did put his pyramids in the capital city, and he's starting to get his commercials. Looking at the merchant screen, already the first one got snatched, and it was actually Zhang Qian on China, recruited by China. It looks like he slacked, man. JR slacked. He did not get his wish over here. He did not get the merchant. Egypt is on 2.3 great merchant points a turn. He's getting ancestral hole coming up next turn from Rakedet. That is at the moment a 37 production. Oh my god. 15 science, 15 culture. I'm telling you, this is Pingala with Moksha and Liang at the same time in the city over there in Rakedet. What do you want some more, man? What do you want more? We do have him with the ability to actually go really close to Chinese cities to the northwest, where he should actually put a city on the 1-2 over there to get the 2-2s and everything else from the favorable terrain. The sugar tile is going to be amazing. More horses to develop in, quite a few chops, and I'm pretty sure JR is aware of this. Is it a one-turn settler on Rakedet? Yeah, I think it will be, because actually no, I think it's 2 turns. Theater Square also getting in 2 turns there. Now we do have the Government Plaza actually giving some extra adjacency for a +3 Theater Square, and as you can see, JR is going to prioritize from an early stage of the game, getting that culture going. Very nice, very nice. At the moment, he's also on 21 science with 28 culture, with a pen, brush, and voice golden age. He's gonna get the extra points of culture and gold from each of these built districts, and he does have 1, 2, 3, 4 of them at the moment, while Memphis is gonna get more science and more culture from those tiles. We do see from the south, we do have a Gran Colombian scout trying to sniff away at these cities. Didn't find anything though. We do have a battery with a 10 science and 22 culture. Now he's starting to put an audience chamber to work in Thonglong. He's getting that 5th settler to the north there. Might actually get the... never mind, he's not actually going to get the Tundra bonuses. The era score, he's going for the fresh water next to the deer tiles. And I do see him getting another settler from Cantho. His volcano just exploded and fertilized the tiles around it. Put some volcanic soil there. And you can see the 2-3 sheep tiles already improved. The 2-3-1 marble tile, these are not actually benefiting from the extra tile improvements. These are just the volcanic soil improvements. Now we do see also Vietnam getting his strategic resources going. He's on 50 production versus Kid's 28. Very, very big difference between them when it comes to the production. And we do have Nuri, what happened? Nuri is going down. It looks like Kid over here did not manage to actually get to his classical resources. Titiits just popped out as hordes immediately from his capital city, 1 tandem, and as you can see, he's moving in with his other units. He's putting slingers in the forest there to start shooting rocks at the city of Nuri. Go down, go down. You see rocks flying, we see cats flying, we see everything flying over the cows. Woo! And of course, we do have the horses going against these Titiits. They will probably try to focus down the city of Nuri before everything else happens, so they do manage to do the damage. The biggest thing here is when something like this happens, when you're putting that district across something like a passageway, like a mountain or something like that, you do want to keep it as clear as possible so you get all of the units in there. If there's a unit in the encampment, the next unit will pop in the city, so it is a bit unfortunate that he can't actually get a unit over here in Toledo. Oh well, I'm actually curious, do they have enough gold to buy a unit there? I guess they don't care. Never mind, they don't care. You're just doing Babylon things? Yeah. Also, Alcohol Parrot, good evening, sir. It looks like Nuri is taken down. No, wait, it died? Wait, did that horse die? Oh my god, the horse died. Well, you know, the Titiits, man. They did what they should have done. The horse died and the city is 1 out of 200 garrison health. Oh no. It's fine. Titiits is gonna try to get another attack going there. Of course, we do have Toledo starting to pump out swordsman here. And he wait, where is he moving? Oh, never mind. These are the new horses. Now, right. He's gonna get them over there as soon as possible. Nubia is also gonna try to block the tiles, so of course he's gonna try to save Nuri here. He does have a builder ready to chop, and I'm thinking he's thinking walls, but walls are a bit too far away for him. He's like 3 turns away from getting horseback riding, and the fact that he lost earlier that extra city unfortunately did put him back quite a bit. Yeah, that was quite unfortunate. Anyway, Titiits over here with a pen brush and voice is getting currency soon, and I do see him on 20 science with 30 culture next to his kids 8 and 13. You can imagine with his production of 44, he's trying to overwhelm his opponent over there, and managing to get the classical units from an early stage of the game did give him a certain advantage. We do have the government Plata giving more bonuses towards that campus. That's a +5 campus in Madrid, and I do see there was an attack here. Oh, the slinger attacked into the city of Nuri. Well, this city is dead, right? This city at this point, it's unless, yeah, there we go. Like Nubia can't do anything about it. We did see earlier that Nubia didn't really have moves as how to say early moves in the turn, so I guess it is what it is. I'm very curious. Oh, he's keeping it. He's actually keeping it. He put a monument in production. He's actually keeping it, and Titiits actually should be able to take the city back. Like this warrior, if this warrior wouldn't have pillaged, I think they could have taken the city back. Like, yeah, there we go. He's starting to move. Oh, okay. He's shooting down the other units, not the city center. Alright, these Titiits do so much damage against the cities, but anyway, he's gonna get it back. He's gonna get it back, and that's of course that's gonna need more horses to show up to try to do the damage. This is gonna get very dirty here. Now we do have Bartsake with a 39 faith, and I do see he did go for Feed the World Lay Ministry with the Defender of the Faith when it comes to his religion. He's starting to get out audience chamber from his capital city. He did put his government plaza actually. Oh, I see ETPI not fooling around over here. Okay, I see what you're doing, man. I see what you're doing. I got eyes everywhere. Let's see, Liang coming up in Delhi. It looks like theater squares from Agra, getting those settlers going. Bartsake did actually get the 38 faith. Okay, I was off by 2 points when it came down to how much faith he's gonna get. I was thinking 40. Now he's actually on 38. Now we do have Bartsake coming up with Mumbai in a non-freshwater position. This is actually quite an easy possibility for him to go for. We do have, there we go, Nuri taken back. And we do need to see if these, oh my god, horses are going to be enough here. Titiits, as you can see, takes considerable damage when it comes to these Titiits. His horses are taken down in 3 shots over here by these Titiits. This is not easy to handle damage. Maybe they should keep enough gold on their side so they can easily buy out a unit for Kid immediately after he gets horseback riding, because I'm not that certain he's actually gonna get it otherwise. Well, we'll see. It's like he needs to chop it down, and I'm not so convinced he's gonna have time to chop it. But anyway, he doesn't have first moves in either case, so maybe it's a mute point in that sense. We do have ETPI with 17 science and 25 culture, 25 gold at 10. He could actually try to go against Kabul and take it down. I do see he actually built a lot of horses, and he's sending 2, 4, 6, 7 horses towards the north with Commandant General Jose Antonio Paez is coming up over there to help out his military, while ETPI is gonna confront these Egyptian Mariano Chariot archers on the battlefield there. We do have JR starting to output more settlers, and he just got one to the north there, while he is gonna need to get another one here somewhere to the west or to the southwest. It looks like he's realizing the danger he finds himself in, especially after he saw ETPI is on 318 military strength. There wasn't that much choice for ETPI to go against. It was either Egypt or India. I think India would have been actually I would say a viable target as well, but I guess at this point Gran Colombia made his choice and he's gonna have to pull it through. And again, the city of Nuri is going down, and looks like the Nubian archers did shoot, but could not manage to take the horses. And yes, like I was saying, Kid did not manage to actually get the chop on his unit here, and unfortunately that keeps his garrison defense strength lower than 26, which is really easy for these Spanish forces to go against. And we did have also Shun Tzu as a general appear here in the city of Nuri, which does give an extra +5 to these horses. If they do manage to get into the Titiits archer line, man, it's like a wolf in a chicken coop, right? They're gonna have some fun with those Titiits. You're gonna see them flying in the air over there. Bing, bing, bing. You know, like the pinball machine, the Titiits. But in the meantime, these Titiits can output a lot of damage when it comes to attacking, and as you can see, Spain does require a few more horses to arrive on the scene to get those numbers going, so he actually gets back his position over here and keeps on attacking Nubia. We do have ETPI with Penbash and Voice still on 3 cities. He's trying to get Hanging Gardens, and I do see he's outputting a settler as well from Beijing, while he's training a builder in Handan. I do have him going for minus internals, and I think he's actually chopping out quite a few tiles here. Got the city park improvement, which I'm not that convinced is actually going to matter at all in this game. We do have Nubia. Actually, wait, Nubia just lost all of the units that could take back the city of Nuri. He only has Titiits here. Oh, Pitati. Okay, well, that's a level 2 Pitati, by the way. This guy, just this Titiits, is 42 damage, guys. 42 damage. Oh, man, you gotta be careful with that, man. When you touch it, it explodes. The good thing is for Titiits, if he keeps on pressuring these Titiits melt extremely quickly. The biggest problem for Titiits is the land. Unfortunately, it takes a long time to move from one side to the other, and it's not like he actually put a lot of effort into this. Like, he got a few archers there, he got a few horses, and then stopped building a lot of them. You see, he's more towards simming rather than anything else behind all of this attack. Okay, we do have the line of units from Gran Colombia. A line in the sand is drawn between the Egyptian Empire and Jose Antonio Paez. We're gonna need to see ETPI try to focus down his opponent here, and I'm pretty sure Egypt is gonna have a decent amount of chance to withstand all of this attack with the Mariano Chariot archers. They're getting in. Also, next time we're gonna have the first horses coming out. It looks like we do have the first kill of the war here. First blood has been drawn. JR just lost the Mariano Chariot archers while he's trying to furiously get those horses on the front line, using those horses for the extra strength. In the meantime, the Mariano Chariot archers are gonna deal the damage from afar here, and you can see Gran Colombia is gonna need to deal the moves here against his opponent, figure out exactly what is the weakness in the JRian defense. Now we do have also Kid with a Penbash and Voice Golden Age. Unfortunately, without a unit to take back the city of Nuri, this is going to be a significant problem for him. We do have him keeping as low as possible these units of his opponent, and Titiits actually might lose 2 horses next turn while he is trying to get swordsman from his back lane. Of course, he does have the advantage of a great general there while he's getting more builders, so he can maybe get some chops going from Toledo. Now we do have Mero getting a horse as well, and that will allow him to actually get back the city of Nuri quite quickly. We do need to see if Kid is going to manage to get some chops here. I would have imagined he's actually going to prioritize getting the chops faster, but I guess it's fine. Now we do need to see the Kid Titiits archers, if they have the power to turn back the tide of war against Spain. FizzLePoisson on the west side, he's actually quite happily simming away. He's 2 turning settlers from the city of Babylon. I do see he's getting his pilgrims from multiple cities, and markets coming out from Mashkar Shapir. Shuna is going to get a market out. We do have Tutul getting a pilgrim, and I do see in the meantime he's starting to get his city parks going, benefiting from that extra population, and at the same time the extra amenities you do get from the parks. They're very important to actually keep your people happy. Well, we do only have 1 one city that is happy right now. Now let's actually take a look. Apu is being put under siege. We did have those two Mariano Chertaches meeting their demise over here. The Gran Colombian forces did go in. They did take out another Egyptian horse, and now they're working on the city center with more horses arriving on the front line there. Even Egypt, with his amazing production, he can't do more horses than one in one turn. So as you can see here, ETPI does have a decent advantage, but this is only until the ancient walls go up. In 2 turns we're gonna have the ancient walls go up, and of course the Gran Colombian horses are gonna make Pikachu face. They're just gonna take a look at that city, and what you gonna do now, bro? Like I can't hit the city. Like, do you see? I can actually I started riding and riding and riding, and when I see the wall, the horse just stops, man. I can't make him go against the wall. What is going on, man? And we do have China coming up with settlers from the west side. Looks like Liang is being plugged in over there, and I do see the campus coming in 2 turns. First moves is the next turn would be crucial. They are not surprised. They see walls building. Yes, I'm pretty sure they're not surprised. Yes. MS Dol, good evening, sir. Hello, Master of the Moon. I believe in the Titiits Archer. Yes, I also believe in the Titiits Archer, but we need to see if Nubia is going to make what he can with these Titiits. I think the level 2 died. No. Wait, that was a trade-off, 2 horses for a level 2. I guess that works. That works, right? That works. We got more Titiits coming out from metal. The road has been built between. It looks like another one of these Titiits did meet his doom. Titian horses are getting out of there, and we do have catapults coming out from Toledo. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Come on, Nubia. Come on, Nubia. Where's the? Oh, the horse went back. Okay, that's a dead archer. Okay, we got more Titiits from everywhere. They're getting in here. Man, this is dangerous. I would have expected them to put a bit more resources on Nubia to get his horses up. Walls are coming up in 1 turn. It looks like Gran Colombia is bringing some more of these archers on the front line, so they can deal the damage against the Egyptian units. While the same can be said about Egypt. He's trying to get as many resources out as possible. There might be a problem here with the horse. Yeah, there we go. They do have a problem with the total horses acquired per turn. He only has 1 single tile, and of course you do need quite a few turns to actually acquire enough resources to build a a horseman. You see JR right now is on 0, and he's gonna need to make do with what horses he has at the moment. He has the opportunity to actually do some damage against the other Gran Colombian units. For example, this one over here, yeah, he could push it down. Also the walls going up is probably gonna be super duper amazing for him. Okay, the Gran Colombian archers are still here. 3. Oh, that's a level 2. Okay, very nice. That's a lot of damage, by the way. They're still hitting the. Wait, can they take the city? No. No, they can't take the city. Okay. And yeah, I mean, he gambled. ETPI gambled, thinking the wall is not gonna go up in 1 turn. It will go up in more turns, and well, that didn't happen. Oh my god, that horse actually thought he's gonna get out of there, and there's a Chinese slinger across the river just waiting for it. Oh, this is like in the movies, man. You cross a corner, you go around the corner, and you see a rock coming directly in your face in slow motion. Have you ever did you ever seen something like this? Well, not a rock, but something else, like in slow motion. I once did that, not with a rock, but I once saw something that it fell to me in slow motion. Oh my god, it was a wall of water thrown by somebody with like a bucket of water. I was running down the well, not running, moving fast, up and down the street with one of those 50 cc's motorbikes. You know, they make a lot of high sounds, like And oh my god, I was going I was doing this for like half an hour, and the owner of a store just got a bucket of water, sat between two cars, and when I was coming close, he just, and I saw all of that water coming in front of me, you know, and yes. Man, he cooled me down, bro. Well, we do have more mariners coming up from Rakedet. Looks like there is a counterattack coming up from Egypt. He's managing to push back the units of Gran Colombia. On the west side, we do have more Nubian Titiits getting next to the city of Nuri. Looks like in that city we do have, of course, swordsman managing to put up the defense. We don't have that many more units coming up from Spain. He can't really keep them alive when it comes to the Nubian Titiits. They're way too strong. Even if Spain does have a general, those Nubian Titiits can punch through their strength quite quickly. And of course, shooting down the city center will still give them promotions. It's going to be quite dangerous when these Titiits are going to get to the level with 2 level. Babylon chilling with 10 military. Yeah, he doesn't want to hear this. FizzLePoisson, it's like, you know, he's in a bubble. He's in a safety bubble over here. We do have him getting 1, 2, 3, 4 more cities out. He's gonna be very happy to just sim away. He's gonna try to, well, get back into the game here, and I'm pretty sure the same thing can be said about China. We do need to see if China is gonna manage to get more stats up against Egypt. While he did manage to get Ancestral Hall, which you just saw Taiwan get 1 over there. The city, and at the same time the builder looks like he bought a warrior so he can get a swordsman out. They are making a decent amount of gold, but I wouldn't say they're that rich to actually outright buy units here, especially on civilizations like China. I would have thought, especially with the Gran Colombian army, that's not going to be prioritized. Egypt did manage to get the city of Akhetaten to the north. The fact that he got pushed so many times here, well, unfortunately, did stop him from getting any more sim done. But in the meantime, he did manage to get his 2 theater squares, 2 commercials going, actually 3 commercials going. He's getting his campuses, so he did manage to get a lot of stats going. 31 science, 49 culture, and he also managed to deal with most of the Gran Colombian army to the southwest of Apu. UnderTheGun just chilling. Looks like he's moving an army towards Antananarivo. He wants to do some damage over there, where we do see him getting his builders out. I'm pretty sure he already did go for feudalism here, and we do need to see if he's gonna get all of these with the extra +2. I think so. +2 card. We do have him going for arena from Hualu. There is a possibility for him to try to go for Colosseum here, even though, well, I guess, yeah, well, it's fine. It's fine. We do have him putting down a few of these campuses, and I do see he got his government plaza in a way that he doesn't really get any bonuses other than the buildings. Audience chamber coming up there, and I guess a little bit of extra adjacency towards a commercial. The fact that he's going to get Antananarivo is going to give him more position on Nubia. We do see Nubia's, well, gonna hit some walls here, but again, not that big of a problem. The Titiits are just gonna chew away the walls quite quickly. We do have a kid actually with 2 horses that are just standing by over there, and of course Nubia we'll probably see the walls go up. The big question is Nubia gonna attack into the city center of Nuri before the walls goes up, so both of these horses would remain with low HP, or is it gonna be walls going up and he's just gonna stand there, get some heals popping off, and try to keep the position until the Titiits are gonna do the damage? It looks like Titiits wants to get out of there. He's attacking. Okay, walls go up. Let's see damage. You see, check this out. Check this out. Titiits, man. Titiits power. Titiits power. Is okay. Well, more Titiits. More. Yeah. Look how fast the wall goes down, man. He didn't even shoot. Didn't even fully focus down the walls. Anyway, that still makes Nubia IRL though. Titiits did manage to get to 30 science and 46 culture in the meantime, starting to get crossbows out. He didn't get that many cities out. He's just stood on those 3 he built from the beginning, and he keeps on getting those points from it, from them. We do have on the northeast side Egypt managing to push back Gran Colombia, and of course we do need to see if there's going to be any kind of interference coming up from China. China is the ally of Gran Colombia. He might try to do some pressure here from the west side. This would be a nice timing for those unique units of his, the Crouching Tigers, to come into effect. I believe if he still has, right? Wu Zetian does have the Crouching Tigers. It's back to China. Yeah, it does have the Crouching Tiger. Now we'll see. Two turning a settler coming up from Egypt. Egypt finally starting to get some settlers going. Unfortunately, the city of China did get settled where he wanted to, and of course, he might actually get the opportunity to get to the northwest on the Maize tile to get some position there. But those floodable terrain tiles not gonna be his until he actually breaks that defense. We do have also Bartsake happily simming away, getting his city parks going from his cities, putting down some of these step wells. While we do have Kabul getting attacked by the volcano. Okay, let's see what's going on here with more of these swordsmen coming up on the front line. We do have those crossbows also getting in there. It does look like, again, Kid not really trying to focus down the city. He's focusing down the units, which, yeah, it's kind of a good strategy, but also he's kind of running out of units here to deal with everything that's coming against him. We do have, as you can see, the city halfway done. Spain did manage to get a promotion on one of his swordsmen. I'm pretty sure it's the Tortos promotion, the +10 combat strength when defending. And that military camp cluster, military camp. Oh, this one? You mean this one? Yeah, this is all for adjacency towards culture, right? He's getting his tons next to each other, so he has more culture. We do have Colosseum. Started up from Hualu. He's gonna get 1, 2, 3. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 cities worth of Colosseum with a possible 7th. 2, 4, 6. No, that's actually one tile too far. I'm not convinced about this one either. 2, 4, 6. Yeah, this is actually one tile too far as well. 2, 4, 6. This is in range. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 cities. Okay. And he's gonna get 6 and 7 maybe on the west side, depending on where he places them. Okay, so Nuri. We do need Spain to get more of those units there. He keeps on using the crossbows to do the damage here. Very nice, because he can two-shot the horses quite easily, and he can one-shot the Titiits also with the crossbow. He should actually put a crossbow in the city of Nuri so he can deal the damage against these Nubian units. Now, while Nubia doesn't really have time to stand by and upgrade his own units with promotions, he is using as much as possible that. Oh my god, look at that. So the timing, Titiits knew exactly when his swordsman would be so low that he can't save it, so he just moved it back. Very nice, very nice. Now we're gonna have the Titian crossbows come out to fight that. We did have also Antananarivo taken down. UnderTheGun at the moment did not build an army, but he could easily build one to try to go against Nubia. I think he's probably thinking about a mid to late game push here. Maybe some cuirassier push would be quite easy for him to apply against his opponent. I'm pretty sure he could do coursers as well, or even knights. He's 4 turns away from stirrups and mysticism. Since there's such a big difference when it comes to the culture and the science acquired between them during the game, I'm pretty sure Nubia is not going to have the necessary firepower and production to keep up with the defense if somebody else attacks, and of course that will just snowball into his demise there. We do have also Gran Colombia managing to get more units on the front lines, managing to stabilize his defense against Egypt, and he's starting to make a line continued with Chinese units to the northwest on Taiwan. Liang is getting plugged in that city center, and we do have a campus coming up in 2 turns there. Handan also getting Moksha in 2 turns from that city center. We do have Governor Magnus getting in Shendu, and getting also a builder, more builders from these cities. If he is trying to sim up, he's on 31 science and 39 culture. I can't really say he's doing that amazing, but he is gonna get a very good, not a very good campus. He's gonna get more yields coming up from Moksha, and overall he should be fine. Trying to sim up. The fact that ETPI, I do have to point out, the fact that ETPI is pushing Egypt right now is not allowing Egypt to develop his own cities. He needs to put more work into his armies. He needs to put more work into his defense. He needs to replace those units that he built on the front line, and so on and so forth. More gold, more everything, and that actually keeps him from actually simming at the same time. While all this is happening, China is left available, is left alone. He can free sim if he wants to, and as you can see, he's getting those stats up, trying to get over JR's stats. And now we also see JR Capital was amazing. It still is amazing. He still has such a strong advantage here coming up from the beginning of the game. Is that gonna be enough for him to withstand the attacks of both of his opponents here? I do believe at some point India will actually need to join the fight, and it looks like Bartsake is feeling kind of the same thing. He's getting some Varos out. He's getting some of his horses out. If he manages to open up front line between him and Kumana, he's gonna manage to keep away that tension of Gran Colombia, force him to split his units, and that might be just enough for Egypt to come back into the game with his own defense and of course attacking force against his opponent there. We do have more of these Spanish units coming onto the front line, with two of these crossbows starting to come online here next to the city of Nuri. It looks like Spain is starting to push back against his opponent. There is a Nubian general also arriving on the scene. I do have to point out the Nubian archers do not benefit from the advantages of a general here. They don't get the extra movement. They don't get the extra bonuses when it comes to strength. At this point, that general is applying its bonuses to 0 units. There are no more horses, no more swordsmen, no nothing, no classical unit available for Nubia to use here. And it looks like his number of Titiits has just crumbled. Wow, so many Titiits died at the same time. Wow. Yeah, he did. Yeah, I'm very surprised we don't see units coming up from Vietnam. I know his reaction. Like UnderTheGun is gonna say like, why would I spend production when I could definitely just wait for my get some going, and I'm gonna win the game. There we go. Exactly. This is it, right? I'm gonna win the game, guys. And it looks like it's a GG being called out. Freritos de la Vega did manage to get the 3rd win of this week. They're coming back with a vengeance after quite a losing streak in the first period of the CivFR Squadrons and the CPL Premier League. We heard Ulas and UnderTheGun talk about this yesterday, and they did say they did take it slow. They wanted to get some more how to say R&R going, so they do manage to be perfectly performing in the next part of the competitions. GG. We did have Titiits doing amazingly well. JR's biggest city, Babylon, doing the free sim on the west side, but didn't actually manage to get that many scary stats. Gran Colombia, to his best ability, did manage to try to go against his opponent, against JR, keep him back, and he did keep JR as much as possible contained there, but it wasn't enough to actually push him and take him down. While Nubia in the middle, unfortunately with a few desynchronizations, as in he lost a settler, then he put a city in front of his opponent that he lost, didn't have classical units to defend himself. It was just a big ball of chaos. Let's actually go into the chats so we can hear them talk a little bit about this. I do have to make a disclaimer. This is the Francophone community. We're gonna hear a lot of French going around here, but of course if they do want to tell us something in English, it would be amazing. In the meantime, if there is somebody that wants to translate a little bit in the chat, thank you so much. Let's go.
Il est un peu grid au début. Si je joue mieux mes war moves, sa vie tombe et après on peut faire des trucs quoi, mais c'est comme ça. Il est parti hier. OMG, je voulais parler avec lui des war moves là. Il allait pouvoir crier autant qu'il veut qu'il était meilleur. Il avait raison.
Il était vraiment content de crier ça dans le vocal, hein. Non, en vrai, c'était bien tenté, Apu. Hein. Moi, j'avoue que quand je voyais la ville, 42 def et tout, quand tu tapais dedans, j'étais en mode, oh, bah non, tu tapes pas là-dedans. Puis, en vrai,
fait,
bien joué. Parce que s'il avait grid les murs, JR, tu lui prenais sa B2. Hein.
mais en fait, même pas. C'est
Bonjour.
juste si mes derniers war moves sur Apu sont bons.
Ouais.
En fait, j'avais tout pensé. J'avais tout pensé à tous mes war moves jusque-là. Et là, j'ai hésité au début de tour entre deux moves de swap de poney. Au lieu de full slam dans la ville. Et si je full slam, je prends la ville.
Je t'ai dit, avant la fin du tour, je t'ai dit, suscite tes 2 poneys. Comme
Non,
ça,
tu me l'as dit après le début.
Ouais, non, mais pendant la transi, je t'avais dit, suscite tes 2 poneys et t'as juste back.
Oui, mais
Si tu suscites
après,
les 2 poneys, la ville, tu la prends.
tu sais comment c'est. Quand tu parles de war move pendant que tu es en train de le faire,
Ouais, non, je
c'est
sais,
jamais
je
la
sais.
bonne idée, quoi.
Pas la peine.
Bon, une note sur 10 sur mon sim de merde ou...
Voilà. Bah, t'es bien là.
Je sais pas, je demande. Je demande aux grandes personnes.
T'as fait l'ancestral Yang et tout bah...
Oui.
En vrai, le truc, c'est que ton land est un peu plus. Au niveau tempo, il est un peu plus lent que la moyenne de la game. Ou,
Mais ce que j'ai fait en général, ça allait ou...
j'ai pas été choqué par ton BO, moi, hein,
Ok.
personnellement.
Manquait
Faut
juste
juste
des...
ton land un peu plus lent. En fait, si je compare vraiment comparé à la moyenne de la game, genre ton land est plus lent que le reste.
Ok.
Moi, j'étais bien hein, pour rush poney. Hein.
Bon, bah j'y
Alors, je
vais.
sais
Une
pas
place
si
de
j'aurais fait
loup.
ce que t'as fait, ETPI. En vrai, je pense qu'il y avait un monde où tu pouvais sim un petit peu.
Bah, le truc, c'est que
Et
j'allais faire un sim platco, et on a perdu un colon.
Ouais,
Et du
sur le
coup,
père
je
du colon
le
de
truc,
la
c'est que
Nubie, on
là,
est
à ce
obligé de
moment-là,
se dire qu'on doit
faut
all-in,
tenter un
quoi.
truc, quoi. Parce que on sait que JR, il a un spawn de fou. Hello, Michael.
Hello, sir.
We were saying that why did I push this way?
It was Gran Colombia. Okay.
Yeah, he said I could have sim a bit because I have a good land to sim, like in 5 cities. But
Yes.
I said I was about to sim, but then we lost settler.
Yeah. Yeah, that changed
So,
everything. That did
D'ailleurs, en parlant de ça, c'est
certainly
vraiment
change
un gros
everything.
nobar. Grosse merde.
I was
we
also
have a pretty good land.
also
Then when we
thinking
go,
of this. Why didn't you push India when you pushed the Marianos? I know Varus, but at the same time, I don't think he would have gotten that many versus how many units you had. Maybe it was a bit easier.
No, if he come, I chop Varu and it's finito. I mean, anyway, any push he does, it's finito.
yes.
Okay.
Only
Finito.
I think he have better chance to maybe do something on GR than do something on Bartsake.
C'est
think.
dur de push des
Okay.
varons.
Yeah,
I mean, that
it's pretty impossible to
37
push.
the 37 production capital of JR, man. That's disgusting,
yeah,
bro.
the fact in this kind of capital, you can only produce 1 unit per turn.
I know.
So it's 1 unit, but he have only 3 cities. I can do something. I
Yeah.
could have done. My last war move was bad, but I could have take Apu, and then
Yeah.
we could have done something. I have Chateau fast, playable. If I didn't int this war move. Yeah. What did you think about the draft, Bartsake?
Draft?
Yeah, we thought a long time about the draft, and when we were in lobby doing the draft, it was nothing like it. Like,
Why?
because I told my friends, guys, I didn't play Colombia since it was a rework, so maybe we don't pick it so much. And when it's my turn to pick, they are like, Colombia is fucking good. Oh yeah, a TPI on Colombia. Oh, it will be good, and they pick it.
Yeah, I think pick Colombia on the second rotation was better.
Yeah, but I think we must ban it if because we are first pick second rota, they can first pick Colombia, and Colombia is pretty.
Oh là là.
But we had a little option like Rome, for example, but we didn't thought you will ban that many broken sieve because first rota you could have a 3-way tie. taking 3 instead of 2 instead of one good civ.
Spain and Ptolemy are both S tier.
Yes.
I don't fear Babylon.
Did you thought that Ptolemy was better than Babylon first pick?
No, but I don't fear any of the civ. I don't know. I was okay.
Because we were like
You
we were
banned
like
a lot of topic.
yes, but we were like between those 3 civs. The best one, if we can only have one, is Babylon.
Not sure.
Because also we are not as good in naval civ, and the first pick Spain is pretty.
Yeah, but Spain tend to spawn in inland sea like he did. Like it's common in standard Pangea because of the bias.
Oh, thank you so much, Alvar Olson, for the follow, sir. Welcome. We're just going through the
Yeah, we know.
the last
Spain too, but for us, it's just
how to say
a bit less powerful than a lot of
opinions of the players about the game, and of course the draft and so on.
Yeah,
It's
it's gonna be more. Yes, for sure. When they are like, I'm not sure about CWC, but there's so many more civs that maybe will be playable as well, like Ludwig, the new Korea, all of that.
New Korea will be a banger.
Mhm.
Imagine Astikos returning and New Korea. OMG. Can't stop. No, it will be maybe too much fun.
I mean, it's gonna be a challenge for the players.
Second rota was a fiesta. Nubia Wu Zetian. I think Wu Zetian is
First
priority
time,
a lot.
Wu Zetian. Hein.
We asked if he first time in lobby. He said no, and now he say first time. Okay.
Yes. Nice.
Super.
C'est bon, c'est une Civ Platco, on s'en bat les couilles. Mais qu'est-ce que tu veux que ce first time, t'as juste un espion en plus, hein, ouf.
Maybe. But they can be interaction, you know. Yeah, that's it. As always, we make a fun game for caster. A short but fun game. So
GG,
caster
bye-bye.
can enjoy our games.
GG.
Yeah, nice.
GG, well played.
GG, well played.
Bonne soirée. Bye, guys. Thank you.
Soirée.
So we did have the opinions of both teams over there. We did hear Bartsake giving us his readout about the situation. We did hear also ETPI calling out what did happen during the draft and how did they think about everything, or the lack thereof, of course, planning out. Unfortunately, they did, of course, recognize the settler snatch of Vietnam, taking it away from Nubia was extremely crucial for the tempo of the game over there. Taking away that city from Nubia did cripple him so strong that he couldn't actually get to his classical units in time. We did have good starts coming up from the other sides of the empire. So Rakedet coming up there. We did have Spain with a good start. We did have India with a relatively good start. And they were getting their bonuses going. I do have to also answer the question of Spitsterino. When is the next game? That's a good question. I don't know yet. Usually what they do is they do talk to each other during the last days of the week, like Saturday or Sunday, or even the first days of a week, Monday or Tuesday, and they do put down their schedules for that particular week as soon as possible. So I don't know that there's a window of me not knowing exactly what's going to happen during the week, and usually that is Monday or Tuesday. We're going to need to take a look when I'm gonna definitely take a look when they're gonna try to get their games going in the CPL Premier League and in the CivFR Squadrons. We do have also the Russian qualifiers started up soon, and I'm gonna try to take a look at those as well. We do have Brazilian qualifiers starting to go on. We do have the wildcard tournament, by the way. If you guys are interested in participating in the CWC and you do have a team going, or you can get a team, there is an open registration right now for the wildcard tournament. If you do manage to get enough players and you do manage to go get a slot there, you're more than welcome in the CWC. Celestial Arcana, thank you so much for the follow, sir, and welcome. Checking out my schedule, it's quite easy. You just come onto my Discord, and you're going to have a channel there getting the information for you. Usually it's over here, upcoming games. This is the channel where I always put down my games, so you can see what's going to happen during the next week. It's always weekly based, so it's much easier to handle. The same can be said about the other channel to the south. You're going to have upcoming games over here with the next upcoming stream, always upcoming stream. If you're coming up from YouTube, thank you so much for of course everything. I do hope you're gonna subscribe to the channel, and you're also gonna follow me live on twitch.tv/OnSpotTV. Don't forget to throw the thumbs up, and of course I hope to see you live. Bună seara, Star Spanky, un pic cam târziu, domnule. Let's see each other in the next one, and hopefully you're gonna have some fun with some Civilization 6 games. Bye.